So as we might know, COP27 is this year, and it was COP26 last year. So at this stage, they're starting to feel a bit like the Fast and Furious films, aren't they? You know, the only clear winner is Diesel. I'm Diane O'Connor. I'm a comedian and an activist. The accidental activist name kind of came to me because I never really intended to be an activist, but I always was vocal about causes that I was really passionate about. And one of those was the environment. Then I started to actually kind of think that that's actually a funny narrative for a comedy show. Me, a person who's an activist, but she hasn't even quite realised it. When you express concern for the planet, people say the bizarrest things to you, especially if it's online. I know I should know better, but I'm an optimist. One of my favourites is, Diane, you've just got too much time on your hands. You're like, oh, that must be it, Tricia. The climate crisis is a figment of my imagination. I've got so much time on my hands, I've managed to manifest the whole climate emergency. I think why the climate emergency, the climate crisis really lends itself to comedy is because it's really difficult to talk about. Even though we're all aware of it, it's not being responded to into the way you would imagine a catastrophe to be responded to. And I think there's a lot of comedy in that. I've been angry at everybody. I've been angry at my friends, my family, Derek the postman, but I've been angry at the wrong people. Like, I have to remember who I'm angry at, and it's not Bernadette at work for making a balls out of the recycling. I'm not saying she doesn't need a good word for emptying her half-full carton of potato and onion soup in on top of clean recycling. But she's not the big problem. None of us are. The capitalist system isn't set up to be the friend of the environment. That's not the system I want. I want a fairer, better system that allows people and our environment to flourish. Comedy can really help us talk about the climate crisis because, you know, it diffuses that tension. It helps us feel a bit more relaxed. So I think comedy helps us to maybe breathe through it a bit better.